Okay, everyone. Before um, got some stuff today at the local Goodwill on Route 21 in Massillon, Ohio, and the Walmart there. So let's start pickups. Let me do the Walmart, and then there's a ton of stuff from Goodwill. So I'm trying to be kind of tried less commentary unless there's a big event or something. But this is family favorites, 10 movies. Let me just look at the back here. Cloak and Dagger, The Wizard, Cop and a Half, King Ralph, Matinee, Sergeant, I thought it was Blinko, as Bilko, Ghost Dad. If you watch Family Guy, there's a little, not parody, but when Stewie goes on, the kids say the darndest things, and he talks about Ghost Dad. Now I have that film. Ed, A Simple Wish, and The Borrowers. $5 for this. And there are 3 movies on each disc, except for the last one, which has 4. This is from Universal. A bunch of 80s and 90s movies by the looks of it. I got for $5 A Million Ways to Die in the West. Seth MacFarlane. Um, this is like Blazing Saddles Part 2, except it's not racist. It's rated R. The Seth stars in it. He created Family Guy, American Dad, so on and so forth. So many shows that um, that for $5. I got two 374 Babe Pig in the City. Da, 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 da. And then that's from Universal as well. Don't know why. Ever After with Drew Barrymore and whoever the heck that guy is. I don't know why. Now to the Goodwill pickups. As many of you may know, here in the East Central Ohio slash Cleveland area, the Goodwills for forever, it looks like, are lowering their prices on media for $1. This is CDs, VHS, books, everything. So does not include the outlet. I don't think it's only at the Goodwill stores. That's a separate store. It's probably not valid at the outlet. The outlet is totally different from the Goodwill stores. So I got this book. I mean, I kind of like who owned this book. It was belonged to a daycare center. Let me see, Worcester Area Daycare Center. Again, I do not know. The book is in pristine condition. Usually with books like the from the 70s, they're either damaged to heck, like the cover's damaged or whatever. This is actually whoever kept this bought it off the daycare and has Popeye the first 50 years. There's comics. There's best strips. There's a map of cross section Popeye's ship. There's the first Popeye. There was a cartoon. Didn't know he even made I knew that they did com, TV film shorts starting 1932, but I didn't know it was. Yeah, so this is Popeye the first 50 years. Okay, next is CD. Like Summer Sickness, I love Christmas music. I don't play it only at Christmas time, but there are so much Christmas CDs and movies and whatnot. Some of my records are Christmas. Yeah, my record collection. So for $1, I said there's probably from a garage sale that yellow sticker right there. But it's Home Alone Christmas. I did not know this is from Home Alone 1 and 2. Darlene Love, Alan Jackson, Fox Albert Choir, John Williams. There are probably 3 tracks by John Williams, TLC. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers? Really? Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Mel Torn, Lisa Fischer, I cannot. It's also Johnny Leon. Apparently, this was a thing. $1 for this. I'll show you the cup. It's if you know Home Alone 1 and 2, and they try to do other things. Okay, let me see. I got a stack of DVDs as always, and DVDs. I told you everything in our Goodwills is now $1 here in Canton, um, Cleveland. It does not include Akron. Akron, Medina, I think Worcester, and those are different Goodwills. Goodwill operates in like weird, mysterious ways. So if Cleveland, and then it cuts through Canton, and then Dover, New Philly, then Wheeling, West Virginia, and that area. Parts of West Virginia, Marietta. Um, don't know why that the Goodwill are kind of scattered like that. But I did get 2 local. One was a musical, but this is kind of surprising. This is from the Glenn Research Center. As many of you may know, Glenn Research Center was named after John Glenn. There's so many stuff there. Even the airport where I used to grow up is now John Glenn International Airport. But this is Plumburk Station, a little research center in Sandusky. Probably this is like I thought it was 7 minutes, but I don't know. This is from NASA Plembrook Station. For $1, it was sealed. And then from West Branch High School. I do not know where that is. West Branch. Is that Mahoning County? Apparently they have this little thing. I'm gonna try and cover it. But it says Boardman, Ohio on it. I know. We have to cover people's names on YouTube. Don't know why. Probably some privacy, blah blah blah. So, but this is the Sound of Music. Roger Hammerstein, not Julie Andrews' version. I do not know who this woman actually is. This is a High School Musical type thing, which DVD. Any, I have a bunch of high school VHS because for other districts, there are so many of them. There are video yearbooks. There's video. They sold these and also musicals like from West Branch. High School, which probably near Youngstown. Let me know where West Branch High School is, because I think it's near Youngstown or somewhere around. Don't know, but this is not Julie Andrews' version. There are so many versions. Sorry, I no loopy. So I kind of got that, but I got BBC Video, and usually at thrift stores, BBC History, Discovery. I found like a ton of these, and CS, Sim Sickness outside Philly. This is kind of weird. The Allosaurus, the Walking with Dinosaurs special from BBC is it's with Warner Brothers, so I think this is can play on my player, which is kind of weird that BBC is sending all their stuff to Warner Brothers. Walking with Dinosaurs special. I got a double film set, Two Brothers, which is a family film, and Flipper. Flipper. I didn't know they even made a 90s movie. Probably the 60s TV show, plus a bunch of other. And it comes in both PG for some odd reason. I thought most of them. Elijah Wood stars in this. I don't know who Paul Hogan is. But this is $1, so I guess. This is when Paramount was still doing movies under Nickelodeon. And this is a PG. Dennis Quaid and Rene Russo in Yours, Mine, and Ours. And this is from Blockbuster. I do not know why. Like thrift stores, when Blockbuster was a thing, apparently this was a previewed $3.99. A lot of thrift stores, like a ton of Blockbuster stuff. I do not know even why people are getting rid of Blockbuster stuff. Like the label is still there, the stickers, this casing, Blockbuster. I know there's some in Alaska of that store. They're like mom and pop now because the company went bankrupt. Because they didn't. I heard this on the internet. Netflix, Blockbuster would have bought Netflix for some amount, and they didn't do it because they want to be an independent company. And look what happens to them. They failed. Netflix is #1. Blockbuster is now only so many stores. Cannot even believe that people are selling these Blockbuster things at thrift stores now. It's not even. Got the first Expendables. There was a second or third one, but I got the first one. Because, one, I do not have these movies, and two, this is really hard, but you got Bruce Willis, Dolph Lundgren, Terry Crews, Stone Cold Austin, I think. And Stallone's on here. Stallone is trying to make money before he's gonna be still popular. He did Rocky, he did all these movies, and he's still now doing movies at an old age, which unbelievable to that. I got the Iron Man 2 at a yard sale a couple months ago, and I've been looking for the Iron Man 1, the original one, before I watch Iron Man 2 with a Blu-ray and DVD. They charged me $1. But this is Iron Man. I didn't know Robert Downey Jr. even started this. Oh yeah, Tony Stark, Terrence Howard, Jeff Bridges, and Gwyneth Paltrow. Again, another blockbuster. That's the blockbuster logo. I'm kind of surprised. 3 of my things came from Blockbuster. This was previewed and was $10. Only got it for $1 because Blockbuster got bankrupt. And there is one chain of video stores still in this area. Family Video. Apparently, they sell movies too. Sell movies. And they do rental movies. And there also is a Discount Drug Mart does movie rentals too. Apparently, those two are the only 2 movie rental places you still have in Canton, Ohio. Everything else is buy movies. Um, why I started my collection is because DVDs and VHS will become obsolete at some point because of the 4K and the Blu-rays and the 4K. You have to have a TV with that thing. I don't understand 4K. It's like making more money on movies that are good and then you put 4K in it. You have to have a 4K TV, which is costs a ton of money. You have to have special player. You have to have, but it comes with the Blu-ray, which I can just buy the Blu-ray. Don't spend $30, and and Spike had one of my YouTube viewers, not YouTube viewer, watcher of his channel. He does not like 4K. I don't know why movie companies are saying, "Oh, we're gonna go in 4K. It's bigger. There's still a ton of DVDs. Hello, ton of DVDs and VHS. Everyone wants to buy the new DVDs or the new whatever. Walmart has bargain bins, stuff like that. But yeah, one VHS. I kind of said they did not have anything at the Goodwill I usually go to. Their VHS, they restocked it, but there was common titles like all the Disney clamshells, all of that. So I only got one. This was another Blockbuster, and apparently they got rid of this. And it says DVD, but I doubt it. On February 18th, 2003, Blockbuster donated it to the thrift stores, or someone bought it. They were gonna get rid of it, so this is probably when VHS started become extinct. So Martin Lawrence Live, Rental Dat. Do not understand this. This is rated R. I do not know Martin Lawrence. Truth is in the Raw. It's stand-up comedy. I'm trying to get some of these. I don't know if I'm ever gonna watch them, but for $1, that seems reasonable. It's so. Let me show you the 3 things that have Blockbuster written all over them for some odd reason. First stores, if you want to get Blockbuster Iron Man, the first one, yours, mine, and ours, with the Blockbuster tag, and I cannot believe people are just getting rid of these movies. Look, it has. If people want video rental, that has a real yours, mine, and ours, and Martin Lawrence. Apparently, they got rid of all their. It says it's a DVD, but it's a VHS from 2002. And then we have a little security tag, the previewed sticker, and the Blockbuster kind of blocked here. Please remember to rewind sticker. But yeah, go to thrift stores if they have like Blockbuster, whatever. Okay, that's all time for the pickups. And oh, I want to remind people, um, if you want to, you're a media hunter or you live in Ohio, um, I will be in. I'm gonna visit my dad in Columbus, Ohio. There's a once a year giant book, media, everything sale. I think it's $5 to park. It's at the fairgrounds of the Ohio State Expo Center fairgrounds area. It's from Half Price Books, which I love Half Price Books, and hopefully they either build an outlet store here or something, because Columbus is the closest place or somewhere in Cleveland. But Half Price Books has a giant clearance sale. I am not sponsored. I am not. I, I went since the first year they started, and you can find hordes of DVDs. I was supposed to make a video on the Half Price Books sale or whatever, but because we got so many boxes and it would take forever, I will probably look into, if I go somewhere else like thrift stores or whatever, I will do videos there. I'm not real when I come back. If I want to do like thrift stores or whatever, maybe I can pick up stuff there, because the Half Price Books last year we got so many like, you have to have a van or truck. There's like a ton of books. It's $2 or less. Last year when I went, it was $2 and up. I do not know if they're gonna chop everything down again, or just because it was, the DVDs were $2 last year. Books and it's like $2 for everything. Hopefully they have, or less. Hopefully they, but that's all the time. So I will be in Columbus. Don't know when yet, because Dad does not. Yeah, I used to live down there. There's so many places in Columbus you can go, and yeah, there's so many places that there are so many thrift stores. We have, I think, two. We have all the Goodwills, Salvation Army, and the Outlet. Columbus has more thrift stores than us. There are so many thrift stores around Columbus that it's not even funny. There are a bunch of used media stores there, like the Exchange, not down there. There's like a bunch of used media stores, like Half Price Books, and locally owned places like Play It, Trade It, or what. I don't know. I don't remember that store. I think I don't remember the name of that store, but it's on North High. But I will be in Columbus. If you live in Columbus or something, I am not. I don't have any viewers yet. There are viewers, but they're all across the country. For some odd reason, they're all across the country. There's probably a bunch of people on YouTube, but so I will be, I think, not this weekend, but the following weekend, I will be in Columbus. Hopefully, I go to other places as well. Um, it has to be depend on Susan and Sam, what they want to do, but hopefully I have a video when I come back Sunday or Monday, the 25th or 26th. Hopefully, I have a video because Columbus, there's a bunch of thrift stores, there's everything, just everything, and yeah, and that's it for the video today. Hopefully, I have a video tomorrow from Goodwill Outlet. And I know some of the that does not like the outlet. You can come to this one, CS. It's in Ohio. Everyone thinks that the outlet stinks or sucks or whatever. I found crap there. Rare stuff. And everyone been shaming the outlet. Like, seriously. There are things in there besides damaged anything. They're in bins. You know, if you live near one, there's three in Ohio, four actually. Akron, Canton, then Cincinnati, Dayton. We're just waiting on Columbus. I know Sears closing in Eastland or Westland, you can just put a Goodwill outlet there. Combine the North Central Ohio, Columbus, Licking and Knox County. Just combine all the Goodwills in Central Ohio counties to make a giant outlet center at Eastland Mall. Replace the Sears. Sears has just announced they're closing at both Eastland and Westland Mall, which is sad. Basically, what that means, my childhood mall will be no more. I loved Eastland Mall. I loved it. And unfortunately, because of since the recession, everything collapsed on itself. And plus, recession kind of destroyed that area anyway. Plus, with 256, if you're Central Ohio, you know I-70, 256. That whole area used to be Bryce Road. Used to be. Now, it's like getting to a point that no one, and I mean no one, wants to go to the east side now. You can make outlet malls, you can do whatever you want to bring people back. Instead of, there are a bunch of vacant buildings, people are closing that near Bryce and Hamilton and whatever. We need to stop this, not people, but we need to stop the crime rate. It's now getting to a point that I used to live there and it was better. Now it looks like I saw a news report that were gunshots near Eastland Mall. And that whole neighborhood used to be where I lived. And it's disgusting that we now have criminals basically taking over that area. And I used to live there, and I know a lot of neighbors left. Probably everyone left there because they were so concerned. There's vacant houses. There's basically everything, and I'm sad to see my neighborhood turn into just heck. Big city mayors, they need to understand. We need businesses. We need to stop this crime wave, or how many years? Stop the gangs, stop everything. Because that used to be my neighborhood, and no one should be, if you're a young kid and you want to steal or crime does not pay. Crime does not pay. My neighborhood that used to be there, probably still there, but it's now getting to the point where it's gonna be hell. There are shootings, there are things that, since the recession hit, those areas of Columbus, the north side, Northland is okay. East side, west side, southeast side. There's only like a core of Columbus that is still standing. I don't know what happened. We need to bring jobs. We need to start doing something in these neighborhoods. Like Cleveland, they're trying to have youth not be in gangs, not be in drugs or whatever. You should not be in violent crimes. You're children, especially teenagers. We, like some areas, we're like being attacked. I This is my old neighborhood and now turning into so many breaking news shootings and stuff, and that whole area turning into, we need to do something. If you live in Columbus, I'm not going to tell you that we we only have a central core now. It's let me show you. It's from downtown to Clintonville to Worthington to Dublin to Abies, Upper Arlington, some parts of Hilliard. Those are the safe spots. And I'm not saying anyone against living in the dangerous zones, but it's just sad that we're in a world now that everything is collapsing beneath our shoulders. There are violence, there is violence, there is mayhem all around the country and around the world. We should not be having violence. Violence is the toughest thing to break, but you need to stop. Bye, YouTube.